Hey there, hope you're well. Martin here, and this is the first of 7 videos that I'm putting together for dads, moms, parents, carers who also happen to be senior leaders, managers, business owners. And why now? Because we're 7 weeks out from the school holidays. So any parent knows our calendars are all designed around the school holidays. And at this time of year, 7 weeks out from the school holidays, I've spoken to so many parents who happen to be in business, and you ask them if they're going on holiday and they've got something booked and you're looking forward to it, and there tends to be three sorts of responses. One is just genuine excitement. They're just enjoying life anyway, and they're excited to go on holiday and have more adventures. Brilliant, right? That's exactly where we want to be. Another group who are looking forward to the holiday and they are excited, but they're mostly excited about escaping their day-to-day life. Does that ring a bell? It certainly does for me. In my 20 years in corporate, it tended to be these holidays, and they tended to be big holidays in the summer. They were the time when you sort of got away from everything else, which kind of meant that you were not enjoying the journey. And we sort of need to work, and that's a lesson that I have learned over time, and it's what I help people with now. So first, people really excited about the holiday. The second, people excited about holiday, but it's because they want to escape their day-to-day life. And then the third group of people, which I've also been in this category for a great many years, was we've got holiday booked, but there is so much to get done between now and then, and I have no clue how the heck I'm going to get it all done. And they're already completely overwhelmed, completely frazzled, completely exhausted, and they're worried about how much work they've got to get done all before holiday. Any of these ring a bell with you? This is why I'm doing this series here. And what I'm going to say first off is the quickest, most effective, most efficient way to turn things around, to get back in control of your work, your time, to get that balance that you want, so you do enjoy the journey and you're fresh and ready to enjoy your holiday, rather than spending the first week or so of the holiday feeling completely exhausted, not in the zone, not really present with your family, and not able to enjoy it. Ever had that? So instead of that, the quickest way to just get this balance back is, at this point, is not, if you've promised yourself at the beginning of the year that things would be different this year, that you'd spend more quality time with your family, that you wouldn't work such long hours, so you wouldn't get quite so frazzled. If you promise yourself, and that's just not happened yet because of the busyness of life and business, and I get it, there's no judgment here, but if that's the case, programs, trainings, blueprints, downloads, books, they really aren't going to help you right now, because those are already freely available. What your most effective, most efficient way is to get some personal support, which means you spend an hour a week or an hour every fortnight with somebody you genuinely can talk it all through, that is away from your situation. We can peel back the layers and actually look at what's happening and get to some of the really important stuff that can make a big difference to you getting back in control. It's the quickest and the most effective use of your time, and it gives you the quickest results as well. So if that is you, I mean, we've got 7 weeks here. I don't do 7-week programs. Coaching is for as long as you need it. And one thing happens, you get over that, and then something else happens. So I don't put any commitments like that. But if over the next 7 weeks you're like, you know what, I do want to turn this around, and at this rate I'm heading towards my holiday, and I am going to be just like usual, completely exhausted, completely tired, completely stressed, still looking at my emails, worried about what's going to be going on in my absence, worried whether I've dropped stuff and whether I've forgotten stuff, and you want to avoid that, then drop me a message. Most people who work with me, they've dropped me a message before and say, I've seen this post, you're absolutely right, I do want to turn things around, can you help? And then we have a conversation to see what's going on. If that's what you'd like to explore, then do that. Okay, and over the next 7 weeks we'll see what's possible, but the relationship, I would certainly hope, would be longer than 7 weeks. And if you feel like you're not making any progress in the first month, in the first 4 weeks, then I'll give you your money back. No hard feelings. You will have lost either 2 or 4 hours of your time, and we'll still part as friends. That's okay. But to date, nobody has ever done that because we've always made great progress, even early on. So that's there for you if you like it. In the absence of that, if you're not ready to commit to something like that, then that's why I wanted to do these 7 videos. So I'm going to just give you like a quick exercise to do each week that is going to help you in the build-up to the holiday season and to get you back in control of things. So that sounds good. Tell me in the comments. So the first thing, so that's a bit of background. You're not going to get that background on each of the videos, but obviously I need to position this as to what we're doing. And this is the whole point of these videos, is we're going to take an exercise each week that is going to get you nearer to feeling like you're going to go on holiday and actually enjoy it from day 1, not on day 7, 10, and then you've got to come home again. Okay, so first thing we want to do, because a lot of people they say, oh, just get me in control of the work. It must be some kind of time management thing. And we'll talk about the workload and the time in the coming weeks. Right now, I want to do something that is really, really important. I want you to do something that's really, really important. I want you to visualize stepping on holiday. What do I mean by that? So transport yourself to your holiday, whatever it is that you're doing. So it may well be you're taking that step off of the plane. That's a beautiful moment. You take that step off the plane and there you are, the sun's beating down on your face, and it's like, oh my goodness. Or you enter the tunnel that takes you to the airport, and there's a new smell, and it just feels like, oh, I've made it on my holiday. Or maybe it's on a train, or maybe you walked, or you bicycled, or whatever it is, right? Just visualize that moment when you are first stepping on holiday. You're there. And I want you to really breathe that in. I want you to not just visualize it, I want you to feel it. And if you need to close your eyes and literally take that step as if you're stepping off the train, stepping off the plane, whatever it is, stepping out of the car, and just breathe in that moment when you've made it. You're there. And it's like, because it's such a great feeling. It's like, oh, we're here. And think about the people around you, your family. They're all excited. The kids are excited. You've got them all. You've got your bag. You've got the weight of probably that day bag rucksack on your shoulder. You're making sure we've got everything. You're probably making sure you got your passports or whatever it is, your tickets. Just embrace that moment. Feel that moment. How it would be if you weren't stressing about the work and everything was taken care of, and you were able to step onto holiday feeling really great, really positive, really excited. Can you just visualize that and feel that for a moment? And then what I want you to do is have a little think and jot them down. What are all the things that you might have had to have got in control of? What are the things that you might have had to have done that will have enabled you to have stepped off that plane, stepped off that train, stepped out the car, whatever it might be, on holiday, feeling in that state? Because there's what I want you to do is I want you to feel that, because that's the aim. That's where you're heading. A lot of people, they go, oh, I don't want to stress, I just want to get through this work. But they haven't got a destination in mind. They don't know what it is to be less stressed. They haven't got a compelling vision of where they're heading. It's a bit like your sat nav, right? You know where you are, and you know there might be various obstacles along the way, but you do need to have a destination. And this is just a really small kind of micro example of what we do in business and in life, in terms of our goals and what we want to achieve this quarter or this month or this year, where we want to go personally, professionally. Let's just take this holiday example and use it. Okay, so you've stepped off the plane, you're feeling like that. It's great. You've now got a compelling vision. You know how that feels in your brain. It's like, man, I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to how that feels and that experience. I can't wait. It gets excited about that rather than dreading it. Or thinking, I'm excited, but God, I'm going to be so exhausted by the time that comes. See, these birds agree. We want you to be excited. So your brain, it's not a trick. It's just making sure your brain is already looking at this in a positive way and you're excited about it. Because then you're excited, your brain's going to find ways of making that happen. And that's why you then work back and go, well, what are some of the sorts of things that I will need to have got back in control of in order for me to feel like that? And your brain will naturally then try and make some of those things happen. But without that blueprint, without that vision of where you want to go, you haven't got it. It's just a whole list of tasks and overwhelm, and I've got 97 things to do and I have no clue. And yeah, I've got this thing that I'm going on holiday, but it's just a thing, it's just an action, it's just part of a never-ending, relentless cycle of things, rather than being something that's really exciting to look forward to. So today is all about that. I just want you to spend some time, close your eyes if you need to, really visualize it, really feel it, feel that sun on your face, feel the excitement. What's the chatter around in the car, on the plane, the train, the whatever, what are people saying? How excited are your family? What have you got with you? Really experience that right now, and then give some thought as to, well, what would I have needed to have got back in control of that I'm not in control of right now in order for me to feel like that in 7 weeks or whatever it is that you're going on holiday, 8 weeks, 9 weeks. Do that this week. Really embed that, and if you need to remind yourself every day of that so that it really settles into our brains as to what we're looking forward to, it's really going to help with our next steps. So good luck with that exercise, and if you do need to reach out with me and you want to work with me, or you've got any questions about this exercise, then please let me know. Shout, right? It's not a long time, 7 weeks, but you would be amazed at what a transformation could be made in 7 weeks. But we just need to do some work beforehand, and I can either do that personally with you, or you can check out these videos, and I hope this one's really helpful, and I hope it gets you excited about the holiday that you've got booked. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, and see you again soon.